The president will address the nation on Wednesday about the effort to defeat ISIS and the threat they represent. It has already meant U.S. forces are back in a familiar place. We get our report to start our coverage tonight from our senior White House correspondent, Chris Jansen.
When President Obama makes his case for destroying ISIS and how, he'll have three distinct audiences. First, the allies he needs to strengthen the core coalition of 10 countries formed at the NATO summit.
They need to be involved. This is their neighborhood. The dangers that are posed are more directed at them right now than they are us.
The president's second audience, Congress.
I do think it's important for Congress to understand what the plan is, to have buy-in, to debate it, and that's why we've been consulting with Congress throughout.
Just back from their long summer break, Congress is debating whether the president needs their approval for more military action.
And Congress has to have a role in declaring war, and that one generation can't bind another generation. You can't vote in 2001 and say that that allows us to commit war in 2014.
Late today, Senator Bill Nelson introduced a bill that would authorize airstrikes inside Syria.
The head of the ISIS snake is not in Iraq. The head is in Syria. And so if you want to kill the snake, you got to go and cut off his head.
The president's third audience, ordinary Americans who are both war-weary and horrified by the barbaric beheadings of two fellow citizens. These families visiting Washington want to know their children will be safe, but disagree about how to do it.
With 9/11 being just around the corner again, we don't need to be hit again. And we need to bomb them with everything that we got.
I think we saw what happened when we got directly involved with Iraq, right?
White House officials say the speech isn't finished yet. Well, late today, the president called the new Iraqi prime minister and congratulated him on what's being called a milestone tonight, the creation of a new and inclusive government. Secretary of State John Kerry announced he's heading to the region tomorrow. Brian?
Chris Jansen on the North Lawn of the White House for us tonight. Thanks, Chris.